Hi everybody and welcome to week one of TRA 3035, Foundations of Transportation. So each week what I do is I do a review of the coursework that's due for the week, and my students, some of them have asked me why I do this. Some students learn visually, some students learn through an audio feedback, and others learn by reading. So I'm trying to cover all bases by doing this. All right, so the first thing that I would suggest that you do is log in to the classroom. Okay, once you're in the classroom, go ahead and click on Getting Started. Here you'll see an introduction to Ally, and what Ally is basically is if there's a document that you need in a different format, be it audio, maybe a electronic braille version, whatever, you can download that. So you can read up on that. The course overview of what to expect from the course, some of the objectives that you should be trying to achieve while you're going through this course, the textbook that is needed for this course. So if you haven't already ordered that, please go ahead and do so. Some of the course resources, certification. Go ahead and click on the certification. This is just something that says that you're going to do your own work. You say true, and then you're done with that. Take the pretest. It gives me a good idea of where your knowledge lies and how I need to tweak the course to better serve the entire class. Those of you who are already working in transportation and logistics, this may be somewhat of a review. You will still find things that you will learn from. Those of you who've never been exposed to it, there's a lot to cover. So I will look at how everybody's doing and base the class on that. You have the pre-test. I'm sorry, we just talked about that. An introduction. Introduce yourself to the class, how long you've been attending Kaiser, why you chose the transportation logistics track as your major. If you're comfortable with telling the class, let us know where you're from, what your favorite hobbies are. Take time to read and respond to your fellow students, just to get to know each other. We're going to be together for the next 5 classes at least if you're in the transportation and logistics track. So it behooves you to get to know each other because you will be doing a lot of discussion courses together. Helpful websites are here, and then we can go on and hit begin week 1. All right, so for week 1, your reading assignment is Chapter 1, which is the role and importance of transportation. Chapter 2, transportation and how it affects the economy. Chapter 3 is transportation technology and systems and how they all interact together. So that's your reading assignment for the week. Each week you will have a discussion question or 2 discussion questions that you'll need to answer. I would say that your first post should be posted by Thursday. Most of you should be used to this by now. And then your second post at least by Sunday, if not sooner. So post on at least 3 separate days. So you want 4 separate posts on 3 separate days. Include citations and references in your posts. If you're unfamiliar with that, then I would suggest reviewing APA standards. Discussion post question answers should be a minimum of 150 words, and then your responses to your fellow students and to me should be at least 100 words. Now, you're not limited to just 4 separate posts. If you want to post more, please do. I encourage that. And then for this week's discussion, it just says, based on your weekly readings and viewing the attached video on globalization, please answer the following questions. And then you have your first post and your second post. And those count as 2 of your 4 separate posts. So then you just need 2 responses to fellow students. And if I ask any questions, respond to me as well. And this is the breakdown of how the discussion will be graded. Again, if you need more help with APA and you don't understand APA, please click here. Now, On the discussions, I don't need a separate title page. I don't need an abstract. I don't need a separate reference page. Just write your discussion, make sure your in-text citation is in there, and your reference. And at minimum, you should be citing and referencing your textbook. For this week, you also have a case study, and this case study is case 1-1 on pages 28 and 29 of your textbook. Answer the questions at the end of the case on page 29. Make sure that you're formatting the citations as per APA guidelines. Again, I don't need a separate reference page, a separate title page. I don't need an abstract. I just need your in-text citations and your reference, much like you do with your discussion. It must be on a Word document, and when you're ready to submit, just go ahead and click up here in the upper left-hand corner, scroll down, browse my computer if you've saved it on your computer. If you've saved it on the cloud storage, then go to browse cloud storage, and then double click on the document, and then you'll see it attached, and then hit submit. If you have any questions about that, please let me know. All right, and for this term, we are going to have an internet research project, and each week you're going to have something due on this project. So the first week you must choose and start researching the assignment now. Submit your mode of transportation that you elect and the company that you want to write on. So what you're to do for this assignment is you're to choose a mode of transportation that you wish to concentrate on during the course of this term, as well as a company who specializes in this mode of transportation. You will need to cover at least 3 of the following topics while researching the writing paper. So just one of the 3 of the listed topics below. How has policy affected your mode of transportation? How has politics affected this mode of transportation? What are some of the security threats that this mode of transportation face, both domestic and global? How are they trying to combat these threats? What are some of the trends and challenges that this industry faces? What are some of the initiatives to solve these issues? How has technology affected this mode of transportation? What can technology do for this mode of transportation to make it more efficient? And the choice for transport. Your paper should contain, on this one, you do need a separate title page. There's no abstract needed. You need 3 to 5 pages, double spaced, and depending on the font that you choose, you have to choose one of the fonts listed here as approved by APA. If you choose Calibri, it needs to be 11 pitch. If Arial, 11 pitch. Lucida send Unicode 10 pitch, Times New Roman 12, and Georgia 11. So I will be checking for these when I grade. You need in-text citations, you need a conclusion, and you need a separate reference page. And it must be submitted in a Word document. And so I'm going to be looking, just because you had 3 to 5 pages and you had the wrong pitch or the wrong font, to make it 3 to 5 pages will not get you the credit for that. And then for extra credit, if you attend the course and you're participative in the course, you'll get the 0.5 points, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it can add up to 2 points total for the entire term, which can, if you're teetering on a B or an A, you will make a difference between earning a B or an A. If you can't attend the live session, this is how you earn. Just read this section about creating a summary and submitting that to earn the extra credit. All right, so that's week 1. If you have any questions, communication is key, so please, please, please contact me if you have any questions. Have a good day.